foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example towards young brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful leg out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. And what we're getting into today, all right, we're GMS Mississippi Camp, and we're going into, just letting the spirit flow, man. There's a lot going on, it's a lot of different energies, all right, that's out on the earth. And at the end of the day, we know that we're at the finish line of this thing, man. Everything is finished, all right. The society is done, the American, empire is done, wickedness is peaking out, and we're at the beginning, all right, of a righteous kingdom that's going to invade the earth. And it began with his wisdom, all right, through the spirit of Yahweh, which is the spirit of comfort, all right, the spirit of prophecy and the spirit of truth, man. Yeah, something. You got
this second Ezra 9:1.
Yep.
He answered me then and said, measure thy time diligently in itself.
Yeah, measure the time diligently within itself, because that goes to pretty much the task of a watchman, of a spiritual watchman, is to look out into the earth, see what's going on, see, how things, are moving, all right, engage it by the scriptures. And that's how, you measure the times diligently, man, because you're measuring everything according to prophecy, man. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And when thou seest parts of the signs,
yep,
past which I have told thee before, verse 2, then shalt thou understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, so we're seeing, all right, the signs spoken of in the scriptures. That's the thing that we pay attention to, things that are spoken of in the scriptures, man. That's the most important thing. Like Elder Pastor Hart always goes into prophecy, man. Talks about, prophesying, the main topic of the ministry of the prophecy, man. So as we look at what's happening in the earth, man, we're tying it to prophecy. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4, then shall thou will understand. Verse 4, then shall thou will understand that the Most High spoke of those things which were the days that were before thee,
yep,
even from the beginning.
Yep, so these things were spoken of from the beginning. You see, because even in Jude, it talks about how Enoch, prophesied that Yahweh Shai coming with the chariots, man. So these things were spoken of in the beginning, the second coming of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai coming to conquer, all right, the earth in righteousness. These things were spoken of in the beginning. Matter of fact, this song, get Numbers 24:7. You see? These things were spoken for way, even before the first coming of Yahweh Shai, his second coming was prophesied in the scriptures, man. Go ahead. 24:7.
It's Numbers 24:7. He should pour water out of his buckles. His buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters.
Yeah, this speaking of the Israelite man, due to it being scattered, all right, he will pour his water, all right, which is his semen, into many buckets, all right, which is these different women of the different nations, and that's where you get, our people that look like the other nation, but their father's line goes back to the Israelite, all right. But this the point here. Go ahead.
And his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag.
And his king shall be higher than Agag. So the king of Jacob, which is who? Yahweh Shai, all right, shall be higher than Agag. Agag was what? The king of Amalek, all right. So who's running this current society? Amalek.
Yep.
They own Google. They own YouTube. They own the music industry. They own, all right,
Hollywood.
The gold. Yeah,
Diamond.
The sports team.
Yeah.
What is Snyder?
Snyder.
Yeah. These Amalek, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they run this society, but it said his king shall be higher than Agag, all right, which is Amalek. So letting you know that's prophesying of that second coming of Yahweh Shai. You see, these things were talked about even before Yahweh Shai came the first time to be a sacrifice. It was spoken of about him coming to conquer, man. You see?
And it,
What this last
no,
one?
the king shall, it's a kingdom shall be exalted.
Yeah, and his kingdom shall be exalted. And this, Yahweh Shai. Alright? Matter of fact, get that in Isaiah 2:1. It says his kingdom shall be exalted, man. And that's in Numbers, man. So even back then, alright, the coming of Yahweh Shai was spoken of, man. And this is the time that we in now. We are in the time of the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. This is what everything is building up to, that second coming when he will establish an eternal kingdom on the throne of David. Go ahead.
Isaiah 2:1, right?
Yep.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last day that the mountain of the Most High house shall be exalted in the tops of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations flow unto it.
Yeah, so just like you read in Numbers, his kingdom shall be exalted. Well, this is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. That mountain, that governing body of Israel, Mount Zion, all right, that memorial of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in the earth is going to be exalted. This is what we're doing. This is what we're building on, man. All right, the next ruling nation, all right, which will be the last ruling nation, because we're going to be immortal, all right, and this kingdom is everlasting and will not be destroyed, as the scriptures say, So the second coming of Yahweh Shai, all right, is the beginning of our rulership. It's going to be eternal, and that's what everything was always building up to. You get that in Acts 1:8. This is the mind frame that we should be in, man. The righteous kingdom come. That's why, at my job, they're talking about, they might get some government contracts, and if they get government contracts, hey, the mandates, they're gonna kick in, and everybody, in my job will have to, comply. All right, and I'm hoping they do, man. All right, because the Most High didn't bring, all right, us to this point, all right, where we can starve in America. While the people that got the juice is just working and chilling, but the people that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is starving for not complying. No, that's not gonna be the case, man. So when these mandates come our way, hey, we gotta take it manfully, man. Try to use your loopholes. If you got any loopholes you can use, all right. But hey, when we out of options, of loopholes, it is what it is, man. You see why? Because this is what we're looking forward to. See, we need to be in this mind frame, like, read that from Acts 1:8.
But it's Acts 1:8. We said Acts 2.
Acts 1:8. Yep.
It's Acts 1:8.
Yep.
But ye shall receive power after the Holy Spirit is come upon you.
Yep.
And you should be.
No, start at 6. Acts 1:6.
And it's Acts 1:6. When they therefore will come together, they ask of him, saying, Lord, without at this time restore the kingdom of it to Israel.
They said, Lord, without now at this time, this is what they're asking Yahweh Shai after he was resurrected. They were like, oh, he back. So they thinking, oh, he done came back. So now we finna be restored back to power. Because the Roman was ruling. Yep. You see? So he said, now would I restore the kingdom unto Israel. And that's how we should be thinking, man. When those mandates come, hey, look up and say, now would I restore the kingdom to Israel? Lord, it's time now. And that's the time that we in now, where Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to send Yahweh Shai back, all right, to conquer the earth in righteousness, man. You had something? Get that First Peter 3. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, get that 1 Peter 3:12. And we gotta have that mindset. The Lord is finna restore the kingdom to his people, man, beginning, all right, with, on Yahweh Shai on the throne of David, the 144,000 that governing body, and then, the rest of the men, women, and children that's allotted for salvation. Why do you think we constantly being around each other, man? We're constantly grooming each other. We're iron sharpening iron. We're constantly getting familiar with each other in the spirit, man. Because the Most High is dealing, man. Heavy in the earth with his people because he's finna restore us back to power. And that's beginning with Yahweh Shai. All right, his spirit entering into his men, building up the house of David spiritually, and then he's gonna physically come establish the kingdom, man. All right. Yeah.
All right, this First Peter 2 and what?
Now I think it's First Peter 3. It might be Second Peter 3 and 3 and start at 10.
Second Peter 3 and 10.
Yep.
All right, this is Second Peter 3 and 10. But chiefly, them that walk. That's it.
Might be First Peter 3. Is it? Look at the new earth. Might be First Peter.
All right. This this Second Peter 3 and 10.
Yep.
But the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yep.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yep. So this is talking to what? The second coming of Yahweh Shai. Thief in the night. Because you gotta understand, people are consumed with their daily lives, man. There's a lot of people that don't look past this society. They think this the way it's gonna be. They think technology is gonna keep increasing. They think, they got plans for the children's colleges and, plans for bigger houses and businesses. This is what consumes the masses of the people. All right, so this is why this is gonna be like what? A thief in the night, man. Go ahead.
All right. And the earth also, and the works therein shall be burned up.
Yeah, and the works therein shall be burnt up. Yeah, everything gonna be burnt up. The business you just built. The house you just bought, the cars you just bought. All these material things, that people hold dear, and the works therein, all right, ain't gonna be no more alphabet community after the destruction. Ain't gonna be no more Republican and Democrat. All the works of this place, all right, Pan-Africanism, Christianity, the Catholic Church, all these things is gonna be burnt up, all right, with this destruction, man. All right, you keep reading, bro.
All right, verse 11.
Yep.
Seeing that all these, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Yep.
What manner of person ought you to be?
Seeing these things gonna be dissolved, seeing that Yahweh Shema Shai is wrapping this thing up, what mindset should we be in, man? What mind frame should we be in, understanding that this thing is about to be wrapped up, man? All right? And that's why Yahweh Shema Shai is pushing the spirit of pretty much, man, keeping the thing simple, man, because this place is done. That's why it's such a heavy push in the spirit of having faith, man, just knowing that he is, man. Because we come into a time where we're finna be completely dependent on him, So we should, what manner of person should we be? We should be a manner of person that's fully trusting to our power, man. Understanding that these things gonna be dissolved. And another thing, we gotta stop taking things so serious that don't matter, man. Giving attention to things that don't matter like that, man. It's not a big deal. These things are finna be dissolved, man. Places, people, everything finna be dissolved, man. Go ahead.
It's in all holy conversation and godliness. Verse 12.
Yep.
Looking for and hasten until the coming of the day of Yahweh Shai.
Until the coming of the day of Yahweh Shai. You see, that's what it all boils down to. The coming of our King. All right, his king shall be greater than Agag, and his kingdom exalted. You see, it's all about the second coming. You see, looking forward to the day of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
All right. To look to the day of Yahweh Shai, where the heaven being on fire,
yep,
shall be dissolved,
yep,
and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
We accord to his promise, because when you read this, the Bible is full of promises. All right? When the scripture says his king shall be above Agag, which is Yahweh Shai, that's a promise. The Most High is promising that the king of Jacob, which is Yahweh Shai, is going to be above, all right, this current rulership. That's a promise. All right? So we accord to his promise. We look forward to a new heaven and a new earth, man. The Bible is full of promises to the children of Israel that we're awaiting to see fulfilled, man. All right? So that's the mind frame we should be in, waiting to see these promises fulfilled in the earth, man. Get that in Psalms 27 and I think it's 13. 27 and 13. You know, we should be ecstatic about seeing these promises play out in the earth, man. We're ready to see a righteous rulership. It's to the point now we get it. We get why wickedness, all right, can't exist. We get why, you know, you can't live after the flesh. You can't live after the lust. We get, you know, balance and, you know, we understand these things now. We, you know, men, we understand our purpose. We understand the purpose of women, all right? We're understanding these things now. Now we want to see a society that's enforced with righteousness, man. And that's going to be through Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It's Psalm 27
Yep.
and 13. I had fainted
Yep.
unless I had believed to see the goodness
Yep.
of the Most High in the land of the living.
Hey, it said I had fainted unless I believed, all right, to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
We have fainted because this is the only hope that's keeping us going, man. The hope in these promises, man. All right, the hope in these promises, man. David said, I had fainted unless I believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. That's on earth, man. You see that? And that's the only hope that got us going. What's that? Zechariah 9 and 12. Zechariah 9 and 12. You know. I can't wait to see the goodness of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai in the land of the living, man. You know? To see brothers rewarded, man. To see women back in order and enjoying, you know, their order. All right? Our nation having abundance, man. Yeah. You know?
No brother, nobody starving.
Yeah.
Nobody poor, nobody.
Nobody covetous over,
yeah.
You know, want what you got. You know, backbiting, gossiping, there's going to be no more, man. All right, we're going to be a completely righteous nation. Like Scripture said, all thy people shall be righteous, man. That's a promise. You see, we accord to his promise. When you say we accord to his promise, all right, that's a lot that's entailed in that, man. We have a lot of promises coming, man. You see? Go ahead.
All right, Zechariah 9 and 12.
Yep.
Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoner of hope.
Turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope, man, because we're a prisoner to this hope of the promises, man, of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. We're locked in. You see? Hey, we're locked because a prisoner is what? He's locked in. A prisoner can't get outside their cell. All right? Unless someone gets them out. You know? So when it comes to hope, we're locked into this, man. The hope of the promises, man. You see? You got to know.
And I will render, so even the day do I declare that I would render double unto thee.
Yep. You had something?
Yeah, I had this Psalms, not Psalms, Revelation 21 and 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High with man, and he would dwell with them, and that should be his people.
Yep, the tabernacle of the Most High with men. Mm-hmm. All right, that's why he raised up the men, all right, in these leadership positions, man, amongst the governing body. You know, that's why you have amongst that, you know, the hopeful elect, the house of David, start with the apostle and elder GMS. What do you see, man? You see the men in these positions of authority and leadership. Why? Because the Most High is dealing with the men of Israel, and you have, you know, those women who are humbling themselves down under those men, you know. But you see what, man? The men being put in order so the woman can have an order to be under, you know. And then eventually Al Shai gonna show up, man, and you know he's gonna conquer and set up their righteous kingdom, man. You know, where we can dwell in. You know, go ahead.
I say, and dwell with them, and that shall be his people.
Yep.
The Most High himself shall be with them.
Yep.
In their power.
Yep. The Most High gonna be with his people, man. He's gonna dwell within his men on a whole nother level, man. Like those new bodies, like see, we have a portion of the spirit now, but in those new bodies, we're gonna have such a potent portion of the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah within us, man. You know, we're that new tabernacle, man. You see? And we're gonna have a heavy portion of the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah within those new bodies as we govern the earth in righteousness, man. With Yahweh Shah having the biggest portion, man. You see?
You know, this point too, you know,
Yep.
our people.
Yep.
They ain't gonna be struggling no more, you know.
Yep.
Like this is Revelation 21:4.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Yep.
And there shall be no more death,
Mm-hmm.
neither sorrow, like you're saying.
Yep.
No crying.
Yep.
Neither should there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Yeah, so those things are gonna be something of the past, man. Nigga culture, street culture, all right. You know, drill music and all that crazy shit. You know, all these things that our people was on that brought us so much sorrow is going to be taken away, man. You know, forever in righteousness, man. All our whole existence is going to be about forwarding the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai in the earth, man. You know, every time, because Eli said, yeah, we're going to get to enjoy sex in the kingdom, but what's going to be the outcome of sex, man? Either you're going to bring forth another righteous ruler, you know, or you're going to bring, all right, a wife of a righteous ruler. That's all we're going to be producing. All we're going to produce is righteous rulers and wives of righteous rulers. That's all we're going to produce amongst Israel. You ain't going to have, niggas being produced. Nigga want to do his own thing. Yeah. He want to hang with Moab. No, man. Everything that we produce is going to be high-born and of nobility, and that they're going to forward Yahweh by Shema Shai in the earth. All right? You might get to the point where you have sons that's ruling on a whole nother planet. But guess what energy they're going to come in? Yahweh by Shema Shai. What standard are they going to govern, all right, their kingdom by? The standard of the scriptures, man. You see? So the Israelite man is going to just continue to forward Yahweh by Shema Shai and their righteousness throughout all existence, man. You see? This is a very heavy thing that we're a part of, man. And this is just the beginning. That's a lesson within itself. Yeah. Brothers can put that in the comment board, Lord will, so I won't forget it. This is just the beginning, though, man. All right, of what we come like the destruction of Esau, Edom, like it's just gonna be a day. What's say America gonna be destroyed in an hour? What's an hour compared to eternity? So this destruction, this just the beginning. It's just we finna get it popping, man. You see, as a nation, man.
It ain't gonna be no more nigga trying to slide on you. Ain't gonna be no more baby.
Yeah.
Baby dad, she got 3 fucking baby daddies and 3 different kids. It ain't gonna be no more of that, man.
Shit.
That shit gonna be out the window.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that crazy.
That shit.
Yeah, it's complicated.
So ain't gonna be ain't gonna be no more than that. I got a quick, bro.
You got it.
This Proverbs 29 and 2. And the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yep.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. See, now it's a state of mourning. You have all these protests. You have all these people resigning because of these mandates, man. We're not gonna be, all right, on this silly ass shit Esau on, man. All right, putting juice in people. All right, putting chemtrails, putting chemicals in the food that cause cancer. We're not gonna be doing none of this silly shit Esau doing, man. All right, people are gonna rejoice. It's gonna be, 1,000 years of rigorous captivity because we have to enforce righteousness in a very harsh way, man, because these people, all right, have been under the vibration, all right, of the serpent, Esau, Edom, for over 500 years, man. So that has to be beat out of them, man. That has to be worked out of them, and eventually they're going to see the benefits. It's going to make more sense. Yeah. The other nation will be like, damn, this is a much better way, all right? Yeah. We ain't going to be doing airstrikes, lying about the leaders of the other nations and then demonizing them and then going over there doing airstrikes and all that old crazy shit. No, man.
And we ain't gonna be going everywhere just taking people's shit like
Yeah.
Esau do, and lying about it.
It's gonna be an order. They're gonna pay tribute.
That's right.
You know, but the earth gonna be producing so much that they still gonna be able to have, you know, their substance and
That's
enjoy
right.
the earth.
That's right.
You know, the herb's gonna be the medicine again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we ain't got no pharmaceutical industry in the kingdom, you know, that's made to keep you doped up, man. A damn zombie, man.
Yep.
You know, all this crazy. You know, your son, you know, at 5-year-old can make up if his mind that he want to be a girl. Here it is, you put your son on the bus at 7 o'clock in the morning. Here it is, he can't even pick out what he want to wear in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, but then he come home and decide he want to be, all right, a woman, man.
That's madness, man.
That's madness.
And think about it, and they forcing it.
Yeah.
And they forcing that shit on them kids, man. And you know, and we want to go outside or play some fucking video games.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
We never, man,
Cartoons, some shit.
Cartoons.
But then they put the shit in the cartoon.
Yeah.
You see that? No, this not gonna be so in the kingdom, man. All right, you know, people gonna go back to their purpose, man. All right.
I want to be a fucking woman. And you don't know the hell you going on.
Yeah, it's true.
Ain't no, what's the name? Wayne Wade, his son. He ain't never been with a fucking woman. Like Boosie saying. Like Boosie saying. He ain't never been with a woman. So
Yeah.
how can you say you don't like women? You never been with a woman. It's a shit they pushing on the kids, man.
This kingdom.
Yeah, on this kingdom. That's what it is. It's because you know what? The ruler. It's the ruler's fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. I'm going to go to Job 9:24.
Yep.
Make the kid kind of get something held down. I don't know what the hell going on.
Because even when you go into Solomon, see, why you think what you think Queen Sheba, you know, when she came to see Solomon, what she was coming to do, man? She wanted to hear that wisdom on how his kingdom is running so efficiently, man. All right? You got to think about it. If me and this brother both selling T-shirts, all right? I'm in Atlanta, you know, he's in New York. Well, his T-shirt business is booming. You know, he's making $5 million a year selling T-shirts. I'm making, all right, $75,000 a year. Well, what I'm gonna do? We network on, you know, social media. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come see that brother, you know, and he gonna put me on game on what little tweaks I need to make to increase my business.
That's right.
That's what Queen Sheba was coming to do. That's why she brought all that, you know, that substance, that tribute. You know, it was a form of servitude too. You know, when you bring tribute to someone, that shows that, you know, you're under them. But I don't want no smoke. I reverence you as being higher than me. So they, you know, you bring tribute. You see? But she was coming to get the game on how he's running his kingdom, you know, so she can take it back to her kingdom and run it. And that's what all the kings of the earth was doing. They was coming to Solomon to get gain on what he's doing to have his kingdom so efficient, man. That's how it's going to be again under Yahushua. After these heathens are, you know, after their rigorous captivity, they're going to be allowed to own lands because that 1,000 years, just like when we was in slavery, we can't own no land. We couldn't have possessions. No, we just had to work. We were in possession.
Yep.
And that's how these heathens going to be. And they still going to be in servitude for us eternally. All right? Well, it ain't going to be that rigorous, hardcore captivity after the 1,000 years and Esau was done away with. All right? And they're not gonna have eternal life. They're not gonna have nowhere near the substance that we have. You know, the access that we got. You know, we're gonna have spiritual power. We're gonna be on a whole nother level. All right. But these heathens, these other nations will, all right, get to enjoy a righteous rulership, and they're gonna have their own thing going on under our standard. You see? Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna be, you know, how Esau do them. Hey. That's something he just ain't right, man.
Esau coming with the helmet.
He like that.
He like Finn.
Yeah. Esau don't care, man.
Yeah, he don't know. Damn.
Like everybody's in chaos everywhere. Everything is out of whack. Everything is not. It's just not right. And you can see it. You know, we not and we not making this shit of ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the news. Go look at the news. Don't take it from us. Hey, go look at the news. Huh? All the uproars everywhere because you got this fucking devil in charge. That's the problem. All right, bro, this is not Jacob. That's Jacob. It's Job 9:24. The earth is in the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judge thereof.
Yep.
If not were who he is.
If not where, now who is this? Esau Edom. And the earth was given into his hand, and what the earth is in mourning. But when the earth is given back into our hand through Yahushua, all right, it's gonna be a rejoicing. You know, we can end it with Isaiah. Get back in Isaiah 2. Read 2 through 4. We'll end it there, man. Because that's what this thing is all about, man. The second coming of Yahushua, man. That should be that should dominate our thinking, man. The second coming of Yahushua, man, and doing what we need to do to be a part of it, man. You know, we should want nothing more than to be a part of this kingdom that's being established in the earth in righteousness, man.
You know, cause the prophets back then they wanted,
they
wanted right there and now.
They was waiting for it. Ezra was like, look, you know, we the chosen people, and we, you know, under these heathen, like, you know, what's good.
Hey, you know, and that's how I feel. Especially I know, like, I mean, we above all this motherfuckers, but we know, I know, you know, we got to wait on Yahweh Shah. We can't do it ourselves, so we gotta wait. Back then, it just one time. Yep. It's all it was. It wasn't time for it. But it's soon. It's close. It's closer than we believe. Isaiah 2 started back at 2.
Yeah, started 2, yeah.
It shall come to pass in the last day that the mountain of Mosiah house shall be established in the tops of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations flow unto it.
Yeah, all nations shall flow unto it. You see? Well, Solomon's rulership was a prelude, all right, of what will be happening in the kingdom. All nations, all right, flow to Solomon. All nations going to flow to Yahushua, and they're governing body of Israel, man. And why are they going to come? Go ahead.
And verse 3, and men and people should come and go. Come ye and let us go to the mountain of the Most High.
Yep.
To the house of the Most High of Jacob.
Yep.
To the house of power of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
He would teach us his ways.
He would teach us his ways. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And we will walk in his path.
And we will walk in his path. See, it's going to be a righteous vibration ruling the earth. All right? Adultery not going to be cute in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Being a thought not going to be cute in the kingdom.
You're fruity?
Yeah. Yeah, that
ain't going to have it all.
The judgment for that going to be so harsh.
Yeah.
You know? You might, you know, we find that out that you allowed that to go on, man. All right? Then that's when the wrath comes. Because you're going to have these nations still being simple. Yeah. They're going to be doing, you know, they're going to do some things because the law, statute, commandments not going to be within them. You know? So you want to have nations, you know, doing simple things, and you know they're gonna have to be judged, man. But they're gonna be judged so harshly. The alphabet behavior, that's gonna get judged so harshly, man. You know? Well, yeah.
That's right, bro. And so we will walk in his path.
Yep.
For out of Zion shall we go forth the law.
Yep.
And the word of the Most High from Jerusalem.
And out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word, you know, from Jerusalem, man. Which means what? It's going to be a righteous vibration, you know, that's going to rule the earth, and that's going to come from Yahushua on the throne of David, King David himself, you know, and the men, all right, of that governing body, 144,000 under them, you know, they're all going to be what? Enforcing the same righteous standard throughout the whole earth, man. Because every brother going to be over particular realms of the earth, man. You know?
You know, but that video seen years ago, we seen when that lady in Jerusalem, she like, we've been lied to you black people, you've been stolen, blah blah. You remember that video? Mm-hmm. She's like, we wait for y'all to come back, cause she know we come back, they gonna be good.
Yep.
Cause we come back to put everything back on his foot in righteous order. And hell, she like. She ready to come back. Cause guess what? We come back in power. They gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like bro said, but you got certain 1,000 years.
Yep.
After that, hey, you good. Y'all good. Alright, verse 4. And he should judge among the nation.
Yep.
And he should rebuke many people.
Yep.
And they should beat their sword into plowshares.
Yep.
And their spears pointing
So it's gonna go from, because everyone now is pretty much gearing up for war.
That's right.
But after the war, they're gonna gear up for servitude. Because reading Joel, it speaks about how they turning their pruning hooks into swords, which means what? They're preparing for war. All right. But post-war, they're gonna prepare for servitude. Go ahead.
And another thing, and that's how you know the people in the land are not the lost people. Cause when you see come back, we read when you have shot come back. We read to you right now. When the lost people in the land, look, that's not going on. So guess what? Like brother said, they making motherfucking bombs right now. Everybody making bombs.
Yeah,
Everybody doing it. So where's that at? This not happening. People in the land, you're not the people. You're not the people. So that's one of the biggest lies they ever been told. That lie, man. Come on. All right, bro. All right. Nation should not be lifted up swords against a nation.
Yep.
Neither should they learn war anymore.
Yeah, and that's gonna be it. All right, no more wars between nations, man. All right, why? Because we're gonna govern the affairs. Let's say Elon got a problem, with Moab. Well, whatever brother, is over there around, guess what? They gonna have to come to him, and he's gonna send forth a righteous judgment. He's gonna hear what Moab is saying. We're gonna hear what Elam is saying. All right, the leaders of Moab and Elam, they're gonna come to the brother that's over there around. The brother gonna hear, all right, the dispute, all right, and the brother is gonna give judgment, and that's gonna be the final say so. All right, there ain't gonna be no disagreements that's gonna lead to wars with these other nations, man. All right.
I dropped the bomb on you.
Yeah.
Cause they talking about that China was on Taiwan. Is Taiwan? They finna talk Taiwan right now.
Yeah. Taiwan, China.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Taiwan. They fighting over there right now.
Yeah.
So, like, it gonna be easy. Like the brother who in charge, he gonna make the decision.
They're gonna make a righteous judgment.
And that's it.
Because that war vibration ain't gonna be in the spirit.
Yeah.
You see, that war vibration not gonna be in the earth.
Right.
Otherwise, they're not even gonna have, these standing armies. You see, they're not gonna need those. No, Israel is we're gonna have the power to enforce, all right, righteousness, and also make these judgments and make these judgments stand. We're gonna judge right because we're gonna have the wisdom. Like Solomon, what did he pray for? The wisdom to judge, all right, the people.
Yeah.
All right, first beginning with Israel, but then we're gonna have to make decisions based on the other nations. It might be things that, all right, work his way up, to where brothers over there around have to deal with. Now a lot of things it's gonna be leaders set up over these other nations where they're gonna know, all right, well they're gonna judge according to our standards. So there's a lot of things we're not gonna have to deal with. They already gonna know what to do and how to judge it. But it might be certain things that work its way up to the top.
Yeah.
All right, to the Israelite. The brother that's over there around, the brother's gonna solve the matter, man, with wisdom. You see? All right, and if they get simple and don't come to the feast, then, hey, ain't gonna come see about it.
Yeah.
All right?
We like to
Come
see about it.
I should say, we're gonna have to tighten you up.
Yeah.
All right? But, that was the point, yeah. Man. Hey, with that, we pray that you brothers, all right, you few sisters were edified once again. We'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, rule well, teach well, being great example to our younger brothers. And peace and blessed salutations to the hopeful to the next time. Say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Blah, 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 blah.